speaking about planning, I'll tell you about an issue that I had in my life when I was younger. And if a younger person is watching me, maybe my story can help. It goes like this. When I was in my teens, late teens, and I figured out that I wanted to travel and get an education, I set out some goals for myself. And some of those goals involved traveling the world and getting an education up to the PhD level. And I timed it out. I figure I'd get a PhD by the age of 35. And so that's pretty much what ended up happening. By the age of 35, my PhD had kind of flopped. They changed the program and I couldn't finish my dissertation. I would have to transfer, and after 5 years of hell, I said, that's it, I'm out. But the whole reason I went to get a PhD was so I could get a full-time job at a community college, which I ended up getting because of the 5 years of that PhD. So it ended up getting me exactly what I wanted, without actually being able to be called the Dr. Jones. Oh well. And people always say, you go back? No, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not doing that. Not unless they kiss my ass and it's free. Anyway. When I hit 35 and I had achieved all the things that I had set out to achieve, basically, I kind of hit a crisis of spirit, I guess. Like, what now? What am I going to do now? I felt like I was retired, like I was done. And I thought, geez, people don't live long when they get that mindset. And I lived that way for a long time. I got a motorcycle, rode that around, had a great time doing that. But I still had no idea what I was going to do with myself. I always needed a goal to work toward, something to achieve. And when I had achieved everything I'd set out to, I'm like, well, now there's nothing left to achieve. I really didn't want to do anything else. And I felt bad about that for a long time. So my advice, if you're a young person and you have this, try to have a plan for when you've achieved all your plans. Have a goal or something. Have something. Don't just go, I don't know what I'm going to do at 35. Because then when you get to be 35, you're like, oh shit, now I don't know what I'm going to do. I have since learned to make the focus of my life enjoyment. I suffered enough, and I said, you know what? Now it's time to have some fun. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having as much fun as I can, while still, working and achieving. It kind of comes part and parcel with this whole thing. But that's my focus. I want to have more and more fun. And what is fun? Well, traveling, more motorcycle time, basically. I want to see the United States. I've seen the East Coast top to bottom. Not everywhere in there, of course, but I've been in all those states. I've never been out in the Midwest, never been out into the West. I went to California and I went to Oregon. I've got to see more of all that. So that's the goal. Travel the United States, maybe get an RV at some point. Try to simplify my life. Do I really need to have a 3-bedroom house with a 2-car garage? I don't know. I'll figure that out as time goes on. Maybe sell everything, get an RV. Just live out of the RV. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. Because none of it could happen anyway. You never know, right? I could go teats up. End up a bug squish on the side of the highway. God forbid. Century Road, folks. So I have a plan. A lot of people never thought they'd live past a certain age. Some people think, I'll never live past 30 or 40 or 50. I never really thought about it that way. I just didn't know what I was going to do with myself at that age. So don't be like me. All right, folks, this is Mike Haley 7. I will talk to you later as I ride down Century Road at a leisurely 65 miles an hour. Yeah. Slowing down a bit for this corner. Bumpy. Over Century Bridge. Getting out of sixth gear, definitely. All right, here we go. Now this part always has problems. Oh, we're good. Yeah, hit that at 50 this time. Yeah, baby. Yeah. $50 again. Feeling better. These handlebars are getting easier to manage now. I always bike away with people. If you don't bike away with people ever, that's fine. Or if you forget sometimes, that's fine. But if you go, I'm not going to bike away with anybody except for somebody who drives the kind of motorcycle that I drive, well, shit. You're a dick.